Good morning, everyone. This is Christine Till. I'm the marketing mentoress, and I have a story I wanted to share with you because I think it might resonate with people during this very uncertain time of COVID-19 and the pandemic that's going on. And I was raised on a ranch in southern Alberta, and on that ranch we had cattle and we had horses. And we actually raised our own horses and broke our horses. Sometimes the horses broke us. and we had cattle. We raised cattle. We had purebred cattle. We had grade cattle. We had the grade cattle we mainly raised for beef and sold them at market. And the horses we raised for stock to use as roundup horses, cow ponies we call them. And some of them we just sold as breeding stock. And we had pigs. So we had several sows, and those sows had piglets, and we always had way more piglets than we could use. And so we sold them as breeding stock and for butcher. We also had chickens, a whole chicken coop full of chickens. And it was our kids' responsibility to gather the eggs every day and to clean out the chicken coop, because it wasn't an automatic thing. We had to use the pitchfork style. And then we had to carry in the bales of straw and scatter it all over. But one year we decided we would try raising ducks and geese, because we lived right beside the South Fork of the Milk River, down in Milk River. And I thought, oh, this would be great because we're right beside the water. They'll have water to swim on and they'll have a great time. Well, when they grew up, they made friends with all the wild ducks and geese. And guess what happened? They swam down the river to Never Never Land. We lost all our ducks and geese. So that was the end of a possible income stream for us. So we had income streams coming in from the cattle to the horses, to the pigs, and to the chickens. And then we had 4 to 6 milk cows. And those cows were used, 4 of them fed all the what we called bum calves, the little calves that were orphaned by their mothers, and for whatever reason. And then we had 2 that we would milk for feeding everybody that worked on the ranch. And we always had way more milk than what we needed. And so we would end up selling milk to friends and neighbors. And the same with the eggs. The chickens laid so many eggs that we had way more eggs than we needed on the ranch. So we ended up selling some of those. So we had multiple streams of income coming in all the time I grew up. And so if one took a hit, something else could be sold to replace the one that took a hit. So it was always a juggling act. It was balance to keep our streams of income. And then to top it all off, my father was a veterinarian, and he was the only veterinarian south of Raymond between Cardston and Medicine Hat that had a large animal practice. So he did big cows and horses and pigs and sheep and those kinds of animals. And so there was that stream of income coming in. But every once in a while, he would go to help somebody calve out a cow, some farmer who could not afford to pay him. And so his payment would be a really nice dinner. They'd feed him dinner. So we had to have multiple streams of income in order to feed everybody on the ranch, pay hired men and all that kind of thing. So come to when I grew up, I had my own ranch for a while, and we sold the ranch and ended up working in real estate. Well, that was one stream of income, but you know what happened to the real estate business? We were doing really, really well. And then in 1983, the market crashed. Mortgages were up to as high as 24% interest. And so the real estate market just stalled completely. And so a lot of realtors had to get out of the business and look for other streams of income. So I learned a big lesson in that experience, that I couldn't depend on that one stream of income, even though when it was working, it was really good. But I had to have other streams of income. So all throughout my life, I've realized that and kept always looking for something that would provide another stream of income. And that's what I'm doing today. And I have found some streams of income that work. And so in 2014, I found a stream of income that provided multiple streams of income. And that's what I would like to share with you. So if you will just click the link below, I would love to be able to spend some time chatting and finding out what you're actually looking for and have a discovery session. I'm Christine Till, the Marketing Mentress.